Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into something that seriously freaks me out. Missing person cases. Not just any cases, but the weirdest, most unexplained disappearances that'll make you want to sleep with the lights on. We're talking people vanishing into thin air, strange clues left behind, and theories that'll make your head spin. If you love a good mystery, buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. Let's dive into 10 of the most baffling missing person cases ever. First up, we have Amelia Earhart, legendary pilot, first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, total badass. In 1937, during her attempt to circumnavigate the globe, Amelia and her navigator, Fred Noonan, vanished over the Pacific Ocean. Theories range from running out of fuel and crashing into the ocean to landing on a remote island and living as castaways. Some even think she might have been captured by the Japanese. Despite numerous searches, no conclusive evidence of what happened to Amelia and Fred has ever been found. Amelia Earhart's story remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. This next case is seriously messed up, and it has baffled investigators and the public for decades. The story of the Sodder children, a case that has haunted a family and a community for generations. On Christmas Eve, 1945, the Sodder family, Italian immigrants living in West Virginia, were fast asleep when a devastating fire broke out in their home. The parents and 4 of their children managed to escape the inferno, but tragically, 5 of their children were never seen again. Initially, the fire was thought to be caused by faulty wiring. However, the fire marshal later admitted that the blaze couldn't have completely destroyed the children's bodies, leaving many questions unanswered. Adding to the mystery, several witnesses claimed to have seen the children alive and well weeks after the fire, even reporting sightings of them in a car with unfamiliar adults. Theories about their fate range from accidental death to elaborate kidnapping plots, with some suggesting that the children were taken to Italy, possibly as part of a human trafficking ring. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Sodder parents never gave up hope. They turned their property into a memorial garden, a place of remembrance and a symbol of their undying love and hope. Over the years, they tirelessly searched for answers, combing through old newspaper clippings and following up on every lead, no matter how small. It's as if the children vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a family forever haunted by their loss. The disappearance of Maura Murray is seriously unsettling. It has baffled investigators and haunted her family for years. In 2004, Maura, a nursing student at UMass Amherst, crashed her car in Haverhill, New Hampshire. The crash site was in a remote area, far from any major towns or cities. When police arrived, Maura was gone. There was no trace of her anywhere near the crash site. Her car was locked, her belongings inside. No sign of a struggle. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. Adding to the mystery, Maura had been acting strangely, emailing professors about a family emergency her family denies. She had also packed up her dorm room days before, leaving many to wonder if she was planning to disappear. Searches of the area turned up nothing. Despite extensive efforts by search and rescue teams, no clues were found. Theories range from her running away to escape personal problems to foul play. Some suggest she may have been picked up by a passerby, while others believe she met with a more sinister fate. Some believe she got lost in the woods, while others suspect she was a crime victim. The dense forest surrounding the crash site could easily hide someone or something. The case has been the subject of countless podcasts, documentaries, and online forums. Amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike have tried to piece together what happened. Despite all the attention, her disappearance remains a haunting mystery. The fog of uncertainty continues to shroud the case. Her family and friends are left with more questions than answers. They hold vigils and continue to hope for any news that might bring closure. This next one is like something out of a pirate movie. The Mary Celeste. In 1872, the ship was discovered drifting in the Atlantic Ocean, completely deserted. No sign of the captain, crew, or passengers. The ship's cargo was untouched, food on the table, everything in order except for the missing people. Theories range from pirate attacks to mutiny to sea monsters. With no survivors and no real evidence, the mystery of the Mary Celeste remains one of the most enduring maritime mysteries. It continues to baffle and intrigue us to this day. This case is every parent's worst nightmare. Madeleine McCann. In 2007, 3-year-old Madeleine vanished from her family's vacation apartment in Portugal. Imagine checking on your kids and one of them is just gone. The case sparked a massive international investigation. Theories ranged from a botched burglary to abduction, with some even pointing fingers at Madeleine's own parents. Despite numerous leads and a Netflix documentary, Madeleine's disappearance remains unsolved. Her parents have never given up hope of finding her. It's a story that stays with you, a reminder of the vulnerability of children and the devastating impact on a family. The Flannan Isles lighthouse mystery is seriously creepy. In 1900, a passing ship noticed the lighthouse light wasn't working. When a relief keeper reached the island, he found the lighthouse deserted. The door was locked from the inside, the table set for a meal, and an overturned chair. The logbook's last entry mentioned a terrible storm, but the storm had already passed. Theories range from a giant wave washing them away to a mythical sea creature. Despite investigations, the fate of the keepers remains a chilling mystery. It's a story that reminds us of the raw power of nature, the mysteries that still lurk in the vastness of the ocean. This next case is about Brandon Swanson, and it makes you question everything you think you know about safety and the unexpected. In 2008, Brandon, a college student, was driving home from a party in rural Minnesota. It was a typical night and Brandon was familiar with the roads. However, his car got stuck in a ditch, an unexpected turn of events that would lead to a chilling mystery. He called his parents for help, explaining his situation and trying to describe his location. They stayed on the phone as he attempted to find his way out of the dark, rural area, hoping to meet up with them soon. During the call, Brandon suddenly swore and said, "Oh, shit!" in a tone that suggested he had seen something alarming. Before his parents could respond, the line went dead, leaving them in a state of panic and confusion. His parents rushed to the area he had described, driving through the night with growing dread. But when they arrived, Brandon was nowhere to be found. The darkness seemed to swallow him whole. Despite extensive searches by authorities and volunteers, his car was the only thing recovered, sitting eerily by the roadside. Theories range from him getting disoriented and lost in the vast rural landscape to falling victim to foul play, with some suggesting he may have encountered someone with ill intentions. Brandon Swanson's disappearance remains a haunting reminder of how quickly someone can vanish without a trace, leaving behind only questions and heartache. This next one is seriously strange, the case of Lars Mittank. In 2014, Lars, a young German tourist, was on vacation in Bulgaria when he suddenly became paranoid and withdrawn. He started acting erratically, claiming people were following him. His friends convinced him to see a doctor at the airport. While waiting for his flight, Lars suddenly bolted from the airport, leaving all his belongings behind. He was caught on security cameras running across the tarmac and disappearing into the surrounding fields. Lars Mittank's disappearance remains one of the most baffling and unsettling missing person cases in recent history. This case is heartbreaking. Asha Degree. In 2000, 9-year-old Asha vanished from her home in Shelby, North Carolina in the middle of the night. Despite an extensive search and national media attention, very few clues to Asha's whereabouts ever surfaced. A year after her disappearance, Asha's book bag was found buried by the side of a road miles from her home. Theories range from her running away to being abducted. With no concrete answers, Asha Degree's disappearance remains a haunting mystery, a stark reminder of the vulnerability of children and the devastating impact on a family. This last case is strange, the Yuba County Five. In 1975, 5 men disappeared in California after attending a basketball game. Their car was later found abandoned on a remote mountain road. Months later, their remains were discovered scattered across a remote area of the Sierra Nevada mountains. The cause of death for one was hypothermia, while the others were undetermined. Theories range from them getting lost to encountering foul play. With no witnesses and a case shrouded in mystery, the true fate of the Yuba County Five remains a haunting enigma. It's a story that continues to baffle and intrigue us. Can you believe these stories? It's like something out of a nightmare. These cases are just a few examples of the many unsolved mysteries that continue to baffle investigators and the public alike. It makes you wonder what really happened to them and if we'll ever know the truth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Until next time, stay curious.